And I really, really like that. The book's called The Old Soul's Guidebook. It's really eye-opening. And he talks about different, even pain in the body, different diseases, different things that come up that can be related to past life karma. But I think we create this lifetime karma too, because we hang on to disappointments and negative beliefs in this lifetime. I wasn't even going to talk about this, that keep sort of bouncing. We drag that energy with us, and it creates a belief, a thought, an idea, and it just keeps pinging back at us until we go, oh, I've got to understand this, and I've got to clear it. I've got to release it and change what I'm thinking, because I'm just attracting the same thing over and over again. All right, so we're working on that. We're working with Archangel Metatron, who helps us to understand our spiritual path and let go of those heavy weights, that heavy karma that we're dragging with us, and raise our frequency so that we can move forward to a higher level. And that might show up as physical success. It might show up as material things, but it also shows up as a more inner peace and feeling good about yourself and being able to kind of walk away from drama and or overcome drama more quickly, and let go of those long-term hurts that are, and ideas that are dragging you down. So we're going to ask Metatron and Michael, as I'm shuffling here, to bring through the guidance for this week, because this year has been a really massive year of seeing these things and understanding the karma of our thoughts and beliefs, globally as well as individually. So thank you, Archangel Michael, for being with us, for protecting us in your blue light. Thank you for showing us what needs to go. And thank you, Archangel Metatron, for bringing through your guidance and teaching us to raise our frequency and to do our own journey and not compare ourselves to others. All right. So I'm going to pull you 4 cards and we'll see what comes out. Big cards. So the first card up for you, 9 of Raphael. This is about, what are you wishing for? This is literally the genie, right? So it's Archangel Raphael stepping in front of you and saying, the universe is your magic wand. So what is your wish? What is it that you truly desire? So let's herd in all of those thoughts that we've been having about not what we don't want, the negative things that exist in our life. I'm not saying you have to just pretend they're not there, but sometimes we focus overly on these things and they become a kind of, become a pattern, they become a rut that we get into, and we don't even realize we're just living in this rut of negative thought where we just, it's like a record that's stuck in the olden days when we had records. We just keep repeating the same thing and we don't follow through to, okay, well, what do I want instead? We just keep going, I haven't got that, I haven't got that, I haven't got that. So Archangel Raphael, the angels are saying to you, your dreams can become a reality, and it's time for you to get serious about them. Are you serious about them, about what you want? Or do you enjoy complaining? So bit of tough love. This is also the number 9, and 9s are very often about light workers getting on with what they're here to do. And light workers can be the biggest procrastinators, the biggest pusher-awayers of their intentions, their dreams, and their guidance, because we don't have such great self-esteem sometimes, right? Because you're a light worker, you've been through stuff, and that's been part of Earth School. I know why the angels got me to talk about that. So you've been through stuff this lifetime, other lifetimes, you've been persecuted, you've been picked on, you've been put down, things have happened. See it as part of your journey of wisdom, right? When you go through something, it deepens your compassion. You're able to help other people. That's what you're being trained to do. You're being shown what you want, what you don't want, what you like, what you don't like, how to think differently. So use that wisdom, stop procrastinating, heal from those wounds of the past, and use the wisdom to move you forward. It's time to complete the lesson, right? Complete the thought, instead of being stuck in the rut of I don't have, I don't want, I don't like. Number 1. Okay, the moon. Oh, hands up if you get affected by the moon in just about every phase. You're an empath, you're sensitive, you're clairsentient. I'm not enjoying the term empath anymore. I never used it early on when I wrote my original book about sensitives. It's a form of empathy, being sensitive, but the term empath has now come to mean so many different things to different people, and some people use it as a bypass. Oh, I'm an empath. Oh, I'm an empath. Oh, I'm an empath. And they don't understand what it really means and the responsibility that comes with it. And also, you can't say I'm an empath, I'm going to avoid caring for people. You say I'm an empath, that's part of I'm clairsentient, it's part of my feeling and understanding. I've got to learn to protect my energy, but I perhaps am here because I've got that deep knowing about compassion and feelings. So sometimes the moon affects us. This is Archangel Haniel. She's asking you to recognize the patterns that affect you emotionally, so that you can start to gain some sort of power over yourself. It's not, again, to dismiss your negative feelings, but to recognize sometimes maybe time of month, menopause, certain weather, moon phases, we can, astrological influences, we can dip down, but we can use that energy. But these are also times when our intuition is louder. And so, are you listening to your intuition? There is so many opportunities for you to get past what you don't want and don't like and don't have, to what you do have, and your angels are speaking to you through those channels of intuition. It's time for you to open up. It's okay being spiritual. It's okay being an empath, a light worker, an intuitive, a starseed, or whatever. But if you just remain on the kind of, what is it? It's like the surface level of all of that. It doesn't mean anything. So it's time to go deeper. Oh, they're doing tough love this week. 6 of Ariel is your guidance. This was your block, right? You're not going within. You've got to go deeper. You've got to listen to your intuition. There's guidance waiting for you. 6 of Ariel is your guidance. Now, I want you to look at that image on the card and just tell me, what do you get from that card? If that figure's the angel speaking to you, but she can also represent you on an aspect of you. The tree is abundant with fruit, and there are baskets of fruit hanging either side of her, perfectly balanced. There's abundance of fruit all over the ground. She's leaning against this big, gorgeous tree, which is providing for her, for you. And Archangel Ariel is the angel of abundance. She also helps us with our clairvoyance. And she helps us with abundance through understanding nature and the nature of the universe and the world that we live in, the natural nature. So here we go. Are you grounded? Are you connecting to source for your abundance? Are you recognizing the abundance that you already have? This card is letting you know that you are and will be abundantly provided for. So it's time to let go of your fears and worries. Fears and worries just keep recreating themselves. It's like an addictive habit. It's like sugar. The more sugar you have, the more sugar you need. The more you worry and be anxious, the more your ego gets that kick, and around you go. But when you think of the future's not written yet. So do you really want to be writing it with your thoughts and worries? I don't think so. Start again. What are we being told? Remember the abundance. Be grateful. Tap in. Your needs are being fulfilled and will be fulfilled. So light worker, it's time for you to move forward with your dreams and goals. You will be abundantly provided for. And the outcome card this week is the Empress. Now, she is the queen of abundance. She's Archangel Gabriel. And it's about, she doesn't just dream of abundance. She doesn't just have vision boards about it. She acts on it. She's the creative force of the universe. And if you think about it, that's why God made you. Because in spirit, there's only so much spirit can do. But when spirit is in material form, that's you. You're amazing. You can actually put into action the desires of the universe. God is in you as you. And you don't have to be like anyone else. You're not supposed to be like anyone else. You're a perfect snowflake, in the best possible phrase of it. The snowflake is a unique, right? There's not a single snowflake that's the same pattern. It's the same with you. God created you like you were for a reason. You are meant to be the way you are. You're not supposed to change and be like someone else. You're not supposed to, your success will not come from you being like someone else. That's just mimicry. It doesn't work. So here you're being told to be yourself. God is in you as you. Be the best possible version of you, right? You keep learning, you keep growing, you keep chopping away those cords and changing those thought patterns. But get to work. Take action. You've been talking about it for too long. Thank you, angels, for the fluffy slipper up bum that kicked us forward. And it's time for us all to move forward. So what action can you take this week? So the angels are telling me as I'm speaking to you that the energy in a way doesn't matter, because there's always good energy around. The problem is that we're very attuned to the negative energy, you know, and it's part of our sorting system, right? What is it really telling us? Okay, if that person's being nasty, if that person's being rude, if they always put you down every time you see them, if they're sneakily doing things to undermine you, gossip about you behind your back, don't go near them. Don't go near them. Sever your connection. If they're family, you can still sever your connection. Maybe you need to avoid them. Maybe you need to stop telling them about your dreams. It's your internal GPS. This is good for me. This is not good for me. If it is not good for me, I need to move away from it and take my mind off it. If it is good for me, I need to go towards it and put my mind on it. And that way you use your empathy, your clairsentient channel of feeling and energy awareness to show you which way to go in life. Oh, we've got some more beautiful people. Hi, Amelia Mills Medizinzo. I don't do personal readings on these public free channels, but you can book a private reading with me on my website if you like, half hour or 1 hour, and you have to pay for them, but that just makes them even better because that means I can focus on you 100% during your reading. Hi Leah, hi Carol. Lovely to see you. Hi Anne. I know it's very confusing that I'm a psychic that does videos, but this general reading is lovely because the angels are working through me to you, and you have powerful intuition. You have ability to hear your angels. So see what part of this reading today resonates most with you, and then apply that to the questions that you have. Thanks, Max. Hi, Max. So in a couple of weeks, I think it's a week on Friday, I'm running a special event to end the year, which is it's on the 9th of December, and it's the Violet Flame Attunement with Archangel Zadkiel and Saint Germain. And we're doing it because we're focusing on clearing all of that karmic baggage, all of the heavy energies that we've accumulated, experiences, disappointments, and we're going to release them with the violet flame. I'm going to teach you how to use this tool for manifesting and also for clearing out your own energetic system so that you're dropping all that heavy energy and negativity before the end of the year. And we're going to do some powerful work with Zadkiel and Saint Germain. So I invite you to it. It's a 90-minute live Zoom. You can get the replay. You'll have unlimited access to the replay if you purchase a ticket. You will spend 90 minutes with me on Zoom. I'll do a guided soul journey with the violet flame and the angels to clear energy, release you of cords, anything that's weighing you down. We're going to reset your energy so that you end the year on a high. And with that, you know, once we clear the blocks from our energy, very often what we've been waiting for, what we've been asking and praying for happens, because that heaviness that we're carrying acts like a barrier. And so I always joke that there is an angelic postal depot with all these parcels and gifts and presents and things that are waiting to come to us. They're the things you've been praying for and manifesting. And it's our own negativity and what's in our aura and our mind that keeps pushing them back in, you know, return to sender. So when we clear our energy, everything can flow in. So remember that we're in a time right now where our manifesting is much quicker. And some people are taking that as being, oh, we're in a negative phase of life, or there's a negative energy in the universe, but that's not true. It's just that things are showing up. And when you're aware, but we have to switch our thoughts over to looking for the positive. I think it's Brené Brown that says that if you are looking for the world to give you evidence that you're not good enough, that you are inadequate, that you're going to fail, then you'll find it, because we always, seek and it will appear, ask and it is given. What we're focused on will always appear. Of course, there's always going to be someone who doesn't like you, for their own reasons, nothing to do with you. Jealousy, fear, triggered because you remind them of someone, deep inadequacies in their own self-awareness. It's nothing to do with you. Lots of people are externalizers, where instead of going, oh, okay, this just happened, what do I need to do about it? They go, this just happened, this has to be someone else's fault, and they'll pick the nearest person. You don't have to be concerned about that to the point of to keep thinking there's something wrong with you. Change your thoughts and start looking for proof that you are worthy. Start looking for evidence. But the biggest evidence that you have is within you. Don't let anyone else write the story of your life or tell you who you are. Like, no way. They don't, there's 6 billion people? I don't know, 8 billion people. That's 8 billion opinions. And all of them are subjective. Hi, Michelle in Scotland. How beautiful. Thank you for being here. So I've put the link to the Violet Flame Attunement in the comments if you want to go over, take a look at that. It's only 57 Australian, which is about 30 American, and it's about 25, 26 pounds. And it's at a time where it's pretty good. Hi, Jessica. Oh, wow. You got the fluffy angel slipper in the butt. Yes, you are a light worker. You're a light worker. Time to step into your light. All right, beautiful souls. I'm just about to have a little break, and then I'm going to go over in half an hour to Instagram and do another angel chat on Instagram Live. So if you want to join me, you're most welcome. It's at Rachel Skoltok Angel Medium. I'd love to hear what you're doing this week to refocus on your goals and dreams. One tiny action that you can take. Every tiny step you take gets you closer. And I'd love to see you at the Violet Flame Attunement in a couple of weeks. So you can book that ticket now. Angel blessings, and I will see you next Monday at the same time. See you next Monday. Bye. Have a great week.